Dave, you said you had 10 offers earlier, and I wanted to ask you a question about that. And I also got maybe some interesting commentary from the other side of the world about a transitional market. And I also think, Ian, your proof before viewing, that's a listing tool, not a selling tool. If you're not talking to people about why you're different and that you do that in their living room before you've got the listing agreement signed, you're missing business. And I also will completely agree with your point about the high end and the low end. They're the only two markets worldwide that are genuinely doing anything at the moment, because they're the people who've got just enough money to buy something cheap, or they're people who've got more money than God and they don't give a fuck what they spend. The middle market, mums and dads, are finding it really tough. Even though the house is worth a load of more money than it was when they bought it, their wages haven't grown. So the house they want to buy is still a little bit too expensive for them. And that's why that market's floating, right? It's not going up, it's not going backwards, it's just kind of in the middle. But expectations from sellers are here, and expectations and capacity for buyers are here. And that's a really hard gap to close, even if you're a good real estate agent, telling the truth, giving good updates, talking to them every day, all that sort of stuff. Those challenges are in England, those challenges are in Australia.
Yeah, it's gold that. I mean, again, it's every day, and it's the same robotic conversation you end up having with every single homeowner, because I mean, I always say to them, you'll no doubt have an itch to scratch, because everybody wants to go on the market a little bit higher than what it's worth normally, which is a bad strategy, particularly in a more challenging or transitional market. And what you've said there is absolutely spot on. If you look at the most areas, I'm finding the average house price 3 or 4 years ago, just as the interest rates were turning, are pretty similar to what they are now. But it's the cost of acquisition that is 100%. Killing people. If I was buying a £500,000-600,000 house 3 or 4 years ago, it's costing me 2.5 to 3 times less on a mortgage. And homeowners need to get that in their head, that it's the cost of acquisition, not the price of the house on paper, that's making it more challenging. And that's why we've got stock levels at a decade-long high and lots of reduced tags on properties. They need to break the mould, accept that the house is not worth perhaps what everybody else is asking, and get the houses sold quicker. It's bonkers, really. But like I say, everybody always has this itch to scratch. So it's a challenge every day in valuations, that.